y'all. So I apologize. This is my first attempt at a YouTube video. Here you're seeing me begin sanding on one of my latest projects. This is actually a game table for a customer. It's 43 inches by 43 inches. It's going to sit on an ottoman that they have that they use for game night. Customer is going to do some vinyl work to the top. So basically I was just contracted to do the construction and finish work. So this is me sanding it all out. You're actually looking at the bottom of the table right now. That's kind of forgot that I had to talk to the camera while I was doing this. Also, it was pretty noisy, obviously, being in the shop, running the vacuum and sander. So, like I said, I do apologize that this isn't all that great of a video. It is my first one, so hopefully I can get a little bit better. Hopefully you guys like seeing this kind of stuff. So here you are seeing me heat up my brand. While I was doing this, I actually ran out of gas, and you'll see that here in a second. So I had to stop mid-project and go get another bottle of gas for my torch. It's just a brand that I brand on all of my projects. Just my logo. Any project that leaves the shop that is unfinished or stained will get that brand. Painted projects, it's a little harder, just because I don't really have a good way to brand painted projects without leaving a part of it unpainted. And here you'll see me actually hit it twice with the brand because I guess I didn't have it heated up enough, so it didn't take very well the first time. So I really had to work at it to get it. But it does come away pretty nice, pretty clean. And here I'm coming back and I'm hitting all the flat surfaces with 220. All the sanding before was 120. It's usually what I start out with on wood like this because it's pretty well finished, just trying to get everything a little smoother, take some of that raised grain out. And then I always do the branding between my second to last and my final sanding, just because sometimes the brand leaves a little bit of yellowing from the burning and everything, and if you take the 220 over it, it actually cleans it up pretty nice. Now that we're done all the flat surfaces, we're going to come around here with some 220 and just smooth off these edges.
I like to do these by hand because when you don't and you use a power sander.
So what I said there was I do the rounded edges by hand most of the time because if you hit them with the power sander, sometimes it just gets too aggressive and you can actually mess it up worse. So I've already done the underside of this as well. And you'll notice that the inside of this is actually stained already. And same with the other side. And that's just because once you get it assembled, it's a little hard to get everything sanded the way you want. And then stained. experience, when you actually try to sand in here, these edges after it's already assembled, you end up with some sanding marks down on the flat surface, and you can't get them out, and then it shows through in the sand. So. Now, I'm gonna hit all these corners, soften them up a little bit. Just by hand. Just enough. That if you do catch them, you don't cut your hand. And then, now I'm done that, get in here and get all these little corners where the router didn't get exactly how I wanted. Now, a lot of people use air. I prefer vacuum. Sometimes I'll use air. Most of the time, I go to the vacuum. Especially if you have a good one, you can get all the little fine particles out, and the brush kind of keeps it from marring your work up. Now, we're all nice and smooth and ready for it. We'll go to staining. Customer wants red mahogany. And as I told you, I've done kind of some of it already. You get a nice stir on it. Now a lot of times you can brush stain on, and most of the time that is what I do. However, for this, just because I don't want a lot of runs, I'm going to go with wiping on. And you'll see I just kind of put it on lightly. Get this off so I can get the stain on there. Wiping on stain also, I've found, gives you a little better look. Sometimes using a brush, depending on how quick you get it off, you can end up with some brush marks, and no one wants to see that. Now I will still take a towel and wipe everything down after I get done staining. Try and get all the excess off. So what I'll do, I usually do part of it, and I'll take my towel and get that excess off. Now this is the bottom that you're looking at. I'm going to get it done first, give it some time to dry, because you'll see I have to move it around a lot, because it's a bigger piece. So what I want to do is get this part done so I don't have to slide it around on the top piece that's already finished. So if any scratches or anything do appear in the stain, it'll be on the bottom side. It's not going to get seen. So the stain's at least dry to the touch on the bottom side. So I'm going to come in, just do this last little bit here. I'll let this dry for a while, and then tonight probably come out, put some finish on it. So I really want to thank you guys for watching. I know, like I said, it's my first shot at this. It's not the greatest. I'm still learning some things, and I apologize that you guys didn't get to see the actual build process of this. I have some more stuff coming up, so hopefully I'll be able to get that filmed, and hopefully this thing keeps growing and people actually enjoy watching it. So thank you guys. That is nice and finished. And like I said, I'll let this sit up, and then we'll be back tonight. Put some clear coat on it. I may or may not film, not really sure. Just depends on the kind of time I have. So catch up with you guys later.